How do you handle rejection?
Wow.
Don't expect the phone call. That's it. I don't expect the phone call.
Rejection's never going to be easy, but actually, because I'm faced with it so often, I think I've got pretty good at dealing with it.
It's just, if it's horrible rejection, like just cruel, I mean, I just ignore it more often than not.
Nowadays, I try to tell myself that this too shall pass. Every rejection is just like a way for me to hone my craft.
I think for me, I try and look at the fact that actually, you know, I got an audition in the first place. I got that opportunity.
Maybe the mindset of thinking like the part was not mine to have.
I understand that sometimes it's not me, sometimes it's just the show isn't something I'm suitable for.
To be honest, I'm still working on it. I'm still not very good at handling rejections. I lost count of the days and the number of times where I felt that I just wasn't good enough because of the rejections.
Yep.
But nowadays I try to tell myself that this too shall pass. Every rejection is just like a way for me to hone my craft, to remind myself that if I were ever to land something great, it didn't come easy.
Yes.
To really give
I
my
like
best
that.
when it comes. And then be grateful for whatever I have in my life. Like it's as simple as, I come back home, I have dinner on the table, I have friends to talk to about, I'm not alone, I have actor friends who are still in this together with me.
Yep.
I could walk, eat, talk, and all this is like, okay, I still have what it takes, I just have to keep going.
Do you know what? I try and look at the positives for everything. So when you initially don't get maybe a part or even feedback, I try and look at the fact that the opportunity was given in the first place. People get very hung up on, why didn't I get that role? Why didn't I get that part? But I think for me, I try and look at the fact that actually, I got an audition in the first place. I got that opportunity. And that's really, really important, because without that opportunity, there isn't the opportunity to get anything further. So I think I handle rejection rather well and try and learn from it rather than beating myself up and saying, it wasn't right for me. I just think, well, that moment just wasn't right. That moment just wasn't my moment.
There's no doubt that the rejection is a part of your job if you're an actor. It is like, it's an everyday reality being an actor. You're constantly hearing no, and actually the yeses are far, far smaller than the no's. And you just have to develop some sort of resilience. Rejection's never going to be easy, but actually, because I'm faced with it so often, I think I've got pretty good at dealing with it, because you're like, oh, well, I can't let it bog me down, because otherwise it would just be incapacitating. I wouldn't be able to do anything.
I take, if it's rejection with constructive criticism, I will take it on the chin. I'll take in everything we learned. I'll do it again, better next time. It's just, if it's horrible rejection, like just cruel, I mean, I just ignore it more often than not.
I've just learned to get a really thick skin. Like I said, just go in, do it, and come back out. Don't expect the phone call. That's it. I don't expect the phone call. It's not a job audition. I go in there, and if I'm right for the part, I'll get the part. If I'm not, I'm looking for something else. You get yourself in such a state. And I used to get really depressed, actually, not speak to people. I was so, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I'm a good actor. What's wrong with me? Am I doing something wrong? Should I just leave the job? And you overthink stuff and get yourself in a state, and now I like I said, I go in, I do it, I come back out. If it's meant to be for me, it will be for me. In the meantime, just look for something else, move on.
When I was starting out, I took that as I'm not good enough. I would compare myself to people who eventually did get the role, whether they be friends or I just knew them on social media or just knew who they were. I would take that as, okay, I'm not good enough. I need to do more of that. I need to get better at this, which if you take it as you're not good enough, you need to be exactly like them. You'll push yourself to do things which probably aren't for you. I'd say nowadays, I'm very open to it. I understand that sometimes it's not me. Sometimes it's just the show isn't something I'm suitable for.
I think it's super valuable to realize that you're a product or a brand. I think I'm quite good at handling rationalizing rejection, but of course sometimes it stings and you just notice that, I'm actually still thinking about this part I didn't get or this kind of opportunity. So, but I think that's just human, and it would be weird to be able to just plug it completely off. But maybe the mindset of thinking like the part was not mine to have, not feeling like you're owed anything or like assuming that, I would be the best for this part. Maybe you were just as good, but it wasn't just a fit. And I think for me, it's helped having worked a bit behind the camera as well.